Shalom, shalom. Once again, I want to give all praises and glory to no other than Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rukaha Kadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the hopeful elect that is scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, as spoken in this word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom. Now, this is Brother Aria from GMS Guyana. Going through with a quick lesson, going through this lesson, the edifying, right? Now you see the precept I got queued up on the screen in highlight, Psalm 68 and 20, right? And just reflecting on this precept and watching that things that is taking place, in Guyana right now. The Most High is passing some serious judgments, right? There's a lot of death on the roadways, there's a lot of murders also, right? Men killing their wife over jealousy, right? And just 2 days ago, it had a fire in a female girl's dorm that killed 20 students, right? 18 girls and one boy, and also left a lot of other students injured, right? And is through the power of Yahweh Bashim Oshai, all his judgment is being passed, right? So this is Psalm 68 and 20. It says, "He that is Yahweh is the power of salvation, and unto Yahweh the Lord belongs the issue of death." Right? So is everything, life and death is in the power of who? In the power of hands of Yahweh Bashim Oshai, right? In the power of Yahweh, and he put everything in control under his son Yahweh Shai, right? Life and death, right? Yahweh Shai said he had the key to the key to life and the key to hell, right? So the keys in who on? Yahweh Shai on. Yahweh Bashim Oshai is the one that controls everything that you see happening, right? So all this gross data that you see going on, is the Most High is the one that is bringing this judgment upon people. Now, some people said, these girls that was innocent and never do nothing, but we don't know what they did, right? But the Most High know what to do, and the Most High sent forth, the judgment onto them. Right? So this is one thing that they don't teach you in the Christianity church, that to the Most High belong the issues of death. Right? And going into our next story that was in the news a lot the past couple of days is the death of a popular homosexual, right? Sir Mars, who was run over by a car, by one of the boy lovers, right? And all that is his judgment, right? And these people, they had a lot of remarks and a lot of good things to say about Sir Mars, but it didn't work. Nobody condemned me about the acts that he was doing, right? He was into buggery, and the Most High passed judgment upon he also, right? And a lot of people, was was like praising the fella, right? A lot of people was having joy at the funeral with a lot of anti-men around, homosexuals around, doing a lot of foolishness. And what does scripture say about that, right? Let me get this. And I'm gonna pull up the anyway, I'm not gonna show you the picture and just speak on it. This is Romans 1 and 22. We started 22. Romans chapter 1 and 23. It says, and change the glory of the uncorruptible, right, and the uncorruptible power, which is Yahweh, into image like unto corruptible men, and to birds, and to four-footed beasts, and to creeping things. Right? So hey, the Most High, when he make man and woman, he made a man for a woman, and a woman for a man. Alright? And there's the order. The scripture says, even nature show it up. Yahushua said in Matthew 19 that have he not read that the Most High made them male and female, right? Condemning what? Condemning the homosexual act that is being pushed throughout the four corners of the earth right now, right? And even back in Sodom and Gomorrah was an example, so that when men live on the earth after, they would know not to indulge in such thing, right? But we've seen it being pushed upon a large scale right now, especially here in Guyana. Guyana was a country, I know when I growing up, when you see a homosexual, it would have been like, born, 5 pound a batty boy, shy down and all kind of stuff. But now these people growing to accept it, right? Due to this devil Esau Edom and the gradualism that he push, in every movie, in every cartoon, every time you turn on the TV or you go on the internet, there's some man bouncing around in a fucking dress, or two women hug up fucking French kissing, right? So hey, Sir Mars was what? An example of the judgment that the Most High about to bring to these wagons, right? To these faggots, right? Hey, and if you don't turn from their ways, your judgment is soon, swift judgment, right? Verse 24, it says, "Therefore Yahweh also give them up to uncleanness," right? And you being a homosexual is you're into uncleanness, right? And then let me just say this too, because this spirit going around heavy right now. Look at just to give y'all a quick example, right? 2 afternoons coming home from work, enter into a bus. Yeah. Enter into a bus, oh, slack here. Catch a car up to this afternoon, right? And I was me and a fellow worker, and we run into a Jake, right? A Jake stopped us and giving us a ride home, right? And he explained he's about 51 years old. And I was in this nigger head, all that he could talk about is finding somebody girl child for put some bug upon. Sex is not sex without bugger, right? And all these things is what uncleanness. Whether a man going into a woman bottom or he going into a man bottom, all is what considered what? Uncleanness. All is what? Sodomy. Right? And the Most High destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah for those acts. And any man that indulging in those acts, the Most High can destroy them. Every time you have a conversation with people right now, especially with a male, are we talking about what? Going in a woman bamsy. Right? So it says, wherefore Yahweh had given them up to uncleanness and the lust of their own heart, this dishonored their own bodies between themselves, changing the truth of Yahweh to a lie, right? Saying that the Most High make them like this, right? It's changing the truth of Yahweh to a lie. They wasn't made like this. It's because of the lust of the flesh, right? Changing the truth to a lie, it says, and worshiping and serving the creature more than the Creator, whom is blessings forever and ever. Amen. It says, for this cause Yahweh give them up unto a vile affliction. For even the woman did change her natural use, unto which is against nature. It's against nature for a man to lie with a man. It's against nature for two women to be with one another. Right? It's against it. It says, likewise, also the men leave the natural use of the woman, burning in the lust one to another, men with men, working that which is unseemable, and receiving to themselves the recompense of their own. It says recompense of the error which was met. Right? It says, but filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of heaviness, murderers, debaters, deceit, it says deceit, let me just get this word.
Being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers.
Malignity, and whisperers. Right? Hey, so the Most High Yahweh, gives them up to this thing because this is what the lost in our for. We on the streets preaching and teaching week in, week out, warning them for turning from the wicked ways and turn back to the true power, whose name is Yahweh Bashmi Rashai, and not Jesus, and leave off this wicked ass world and wicked society. But hey, these people don't want to hear. So for the reason, Yahweh Bashmi Rashai is what sending upon them what swift judgment. Hey, and this is not only in Guyana, I just talking about Guyana because hey, I live here, still going on, but this is going on also all around the world, right? When you look at brothers' videos that they posting up, hey, this is going on all around the world. Right, so anyway, with that, just want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yeshai Bashim Makakadash. All praises and honors due. Shalom.